Hello, Northern Summer here. I know it's been a while, a lot's been going on. If I get a chance, I'll update you through the video. Just a word of warning, this is a voiceover. When I was editing this, my voice was shot, so it is voiceover. Let's see what we're doing. So she's gone to the tree adventure. The trunk is a lot bigger than anticipated. It's dark, but somehow not scary. A faint glow is the only light. Rolling burble, the only sound. I think we've gone for the sound. Yes, we have. Andrea delves a bit deeper and a bit darker. A soft splash tells her that she's just stepped into a shallow stream. Are we going to go downstream or upstream? I can't quite remember which one we went for. Yeah, well, waiting for me to make a decision, and we're going, which one? Tempting. Downstream. Taking the path of least resistance, hoping it doesn't terminate at a sewer main. Andrea is distracted by an ethereal mist glowing ominously. I think we went into the mist. The mist is warm and friendly and is visco. Without warning, Andrea feels the sensation of being spun around and an exit to the cave now shining in her face. So we've found the way through quickly. So we're travelling to the glade. Yeah. I have already edited out all the loading screens, so don't have to worry about that. Why they're so quick. But yeah, this is a voiceover. Some of the voice recording from when I did this the first time, when I was speaking, when actually recording all this, was fine. Some of it not so good, so I thought, well, let's just scrap it all. I'll put some background music on and I'll voice over. There we go. At the moment we're actually looking around for plants, trying to see what collectibles we can get and stuff from around here. And if I remember rightly, I don't think we found any. A lot of the stuff was actually still growing. It's one of the things we're just going to have to pop back and see. Might have got wild mushroom plant. They're still spawning in. They're not growing yet. It'll be interesting to go back at some point and see if they've grown at all and there are things we can harvest. And it's like, well, you've got to open it and then wait. We'll have to wait and see. So while we're looking around for plants and seeing what we can find, what's been going on the last month? A lot. Had a funeral for someone at church. It was quite a nice funeral actually. Quite a lot of people turned up. She was quite a lovely woman, but she died suddenly, and our daughter was devastated. But she was quite old. She was 92, so she did really, really well. So yeah, there was that. My friend's been in the hospital. Lots been going on at work. And I think we're gonna go looking for frogs. Now I'm getting distracted. Yeah, there's lots been going on, and there was building work next door, and you can't really record a voiceover or record anything when you've got workmen working on the other side of your wall. And every time I went to do it, they started doing it. So I finally found and I'm still a bit unsure of doing it with people in the house. So there's no one here at the moment. The workmen aren't there. Let's just get this done. And I hope the voice turns out alright, because I'm not sure if I'm just going to be able to do it again. And I'm not sure if that'll be the end of my YouTube videos. I am so bad at posting. Yeah, we got a frog and now we're selling the frog. And we've got some seed packets to open as well. So at least that's something. I think we bought them last time. I can't remember. It's been that long. I physically can't remember. And my memory's bad anyway. Oh, so we're going out the tree now. So we'll have to, travel home. We haven't just travelled home. We travelled back home and then we went elsewhere. So we're actually at a bar to try and find some more men to see if we can get a partner, because we still haven't got a partner, and this must be part 3. which again says how bad my memory's gone, because I think I've recorded up to part 4 or 5, and it's not just my memory, it's how bad I am at editing. Hopefully that'll get slightly better in time. We'll have to wait and see. So yeah, I did end up removing MC Command Controller, because every time I put it back in again, I had to take it back out again, because when it worked fine, except for the scouts. The scouts, it would get them to cancel being at school, so you could either be a scout or you could go to school. It'd be a good way for homeschooling, because you'd be a scout, you're not at school the rest of the week. Brilliant. But it wasn't so good for playing the game and storytelling, so I just kept taking it out. There's a new update come out, works perfectly with no bugs, nothing. So we've got at the moment we've got like the Jeffrey Landgrab, I believe, and Nancy, I think that is. And I'm fairly sure Jeffrey's married, so that's not very useful. But like I said, I'm not controlling this at the moment, so. And now I'm all over the place, and we're only 6 minutes in. When I recorded this, it was like, I think I've got down to like 30 minutes or something, but I had like 50 minutes of footage, including several long loading screens. So, I don't know who we've turned up to at the moment and who he is. Hopefully you've caught that. Jocelyn. There we go. I was going to say, hopefully you've caught it, but I haven't, so. And now I'm just rambling on about nothing. So yeah, they're talking at the moment, and it's like, well, are you single? Are you trying to ask them and say, you're really hunting for a partner, and then trying to get to know them at the same time. And so it's like, everyone can come through the door. Are you single? Are you single? I was like, are you really that desperate? Yeah, we are. We are that desperate. Because otherwise we'll get a very failed legacy challenge. So as I'm actually recording this, and we'll just let them talk, and we've got another boy turn up now, so we've got like a 4-way conversation with one girl. I want you to comment and let me know, if you get this far into the video, on what you think about terrain tools coming, and what you think about the new don't quite know what it's called, the pack that's come out with like the acting career and the get famous. I think it's the get famous pack, isn't it? Yeah, let me know what you think of the terrain tools finally coming and the get famous pack. So yeah, I'm quite excited for them. I liked trying to get the stardom on when it was on the previous games. I don't quite remember. I think it was Sims 2 or something. Might have been Sims. No, it definitely wasn't Sims 3. I'm fairly sure it was Sims 2. I never really got 100% far on it. But then I was in school at that point, and it was like trying to do it at the same time as getting your schoolwork done. And it was quite a bit of distraction. So we've got Victor Feng turn up now as well. We're gonna know all the boys here. So yeah, I always got up to say like star 2 or 3. So, but it'll be interesting to play, and I'll probably like tie that into this somehow, as I just keep going with this, and like suddenly have a midlife crisis and change that way. Because I'm probably still going to be playing this at this point and not very far into it. And it's like, well, we're having a midlife crisis. We're botanist career is not taken off. Haven't even got anywhere with it. Hopefully by that point we're pregnant. It's like, so we have one person go with the botanist and one person go and wanting to open a flower shop, and then one go for the acting career. That would be cool if I can get a husband and get a kid. It's all bearing on that. So yeah, we're asking again if are you single? Are you single? Are you single? Trying to find out. And I was like, well, are you asking or are you just talking general conversation? It's like I was struggling to get them to just ask because I just kept going off on their own general conversation because there was so many of them talking. Never try asking if you're single from about 4 different men very easily. So yeah, we found out one at least is single, and it was Joaquin. And some of the others, it's not easy. On my own games and stuff, I have experimented with all the seasons now. And I've seen a lot of videos and stuff. I mean, like Sim Supply's already finished his Let's Play it. He's amazing, and I think they just spend all day doing this. Whereas I've got a full-time job, I've got a fiance, I've got cleaning to do, I've got tea work to do. I'm out all day on a Sunday from like 6 in the morning till 7 at night. It's part of that's job, and then I go around with my church or my fiance. So, and so yeah, she's trying to get to know those boys at the same time as almost like sort of reject the ones that aren't single. I was like, well, I'm just going to push you to the side and ditch you. I'm just interested in single men. I'm really, really desperate. It's crazy. I don't think we stay at this point too much longer because I know it's not like the most exciting thing to do. You're just listening to me ramble on about absolutely nothing. I don't know whether I prefer actually recording it as I'm going and listening to all my frustrations, or whether you prefer the voiceover, so I just record a ton of footage and then heavily edited it. It'd certainly be probably a little bit easier for me doing it that way, to be honest, but then it's like trying to remember what's actually going on and what I'm doing. That'd require me editing it fairly quickly to try and remember where I'm going with the storyline. So we're still like talking to the boys. We're trying to focus on Joaquin here to the looks of it. And like the boys are all sitting over there. The girls wandered off. It's like, I'm just not going to listen to this. I'm not going to look at that. I'm not going to interact. You're completely blocking me. I think we want like get rid of Jeffrey Landgraf as well. And one of the other lads is married as well. The one with the black hair, and I think it's like a goatee or something. Just like trying to focus on maybe one or two. I like reject the other 2 boys who are like hanging on. I'm not one for trying to like cheat on your partner. Not on our legacy challenge. We have to have a proper partner, because otherwise the children are not legit. And yes, we can have non-legitimate children, but they're mostly from aliens. So yeah, she's going home now because like, you're butting in on my conversation. So yeah, we're at our tiny little shack flat now. We've got like £200, and it's getting cold. So I think she goes to bed for a little bit. Oh no, I think we're gonna invite one of the boys round. Yeah. I think no. Yeah, it's Marcus we don't want. I think we're after like Dominic or something. I believe we're inviting Joaquin round at the moment. And if I remember rightly, he comes round in quite the mood. Let's see if I can remember, shall we? This would be definitely a test. I have viewed this. It's like trying to remember the storyline, because I was like skipping through just to try and check my voice footage, and it wasn't working. And then it's like cutting out the loading screens, and then the music was shot. Get rid of all the voice. Get rid of all the music. Get rid of all the voice. I'll just add my own in. The soundtrack that you might be able to hear playing at the back is like a John Shaw acoustic guitar. It's a free one available for use on YouTube that I found on the internet. Just like a little disclaimer, there's nothing going on here. Like 14 minutes in. So yeah, he's come round. And yeah, he's in quite the mood. And I believe it starts raining as well, so like I'm standing outside in the rain talking. And it doesn't matter what I do, he will not calm down. I don't know if it's his like personality or what. He just wouldn't calm down. It's like screeching and shouting. I can't even picture what he'd be angry about. Don't know, it's because we were chatting up all those boys together and not focusing on him. I don't know. Or if it's something that happened since we left, like he had an arguing over the girl. That would be interesting. It's like trying to like not tell you because you don't want to admit he was arguing about you. Let's go with that. So it's like he's angry. We can't calm him down, and we're trying to get him to know it at the same time. It was an absolute mess. And this, I actually think when I was editing this out, because it was so long, I cut a little bit of this out because it was like going for so long, and just standing there talking in the rain, not doing absolutely anything. And you just weren't getting anything from him at all. So yes, I will admit to cutting out a little bit of about, 15 minutes of standing like this at the same thing, just watching the two of them talk. And when you had your voice missing, it was like, nah, we're cutting it down. I mean, the video still like slightly long, we're about halfway through now, so, but you'll know that, so. But yeah, this went on for, so it was like trying to, he just wouldn't calm down at all. She's trying to be romantic, and he's just like fuming over I ain't got a clue what. So and it's pouring down rain, which I don't think helped, because like I was trying to get them to go inside as well. Yeah, and he's just rejected her. And they wouldn't go inside. And oh my word, in the end I just went, right, you go home. You go home, and I'm going to do something else instead, because you're just like not into it at all. He's still standing there. Yeah, this is me trying to get him to go inside to talk. Oh, but she's got a bed now, hiding, because she's embarrassed. Yeah, it did not go out. I think we decided that Joaquin, or rather I decided that Joaquin wasn't for us. I was just gonna like leave him and go chase one of the other boys, because I think for this, our desperate girl, it's the sort of thing she would probably do. So yeah. This is still quite long. So yeah, that's him going home. I think she's gonna get something to eat now. And then I think we went out and do some gardening. Well, it's too late to let midnight. It's too late to invite anyone else home. I don't know if she went to sleep between that as well. But we'll start gardening again in a minute. Or well, start gardening to begin with. We've done any since we've got the seed packets. And this is me like checking to see which boys we could like were single that we know of. So we don't know what Don Lothrello is. I think Victor's married. So yeah, he's opening the seed packets. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired, but then I've been up since 4 this morning for work. Working life pleasures. Can we make a hashtag for that? So this is like, so what's prank day? And it's like, let's show us. A holiday is perfect excuse for mischievous hijacks that are good fun. Time to work on some pranks. To participate, click on another sim and select mischief. Then select any of the mischief options. So that's like one of those like hidden holidays sort of thing that just pop up randomly. Yeah, we had added it Halloween. We didn't add much else to the calendar. Oh. And then there's like, it's fall and day 3 of 7, so it's like, well, if we're planting plants, we either need to just bear with them for the winter and hope they don't die, or try and get them inside, which at this point, when we've got like £200 and it's day 3 of 7, it's going to be nigh, when we're trying to find a husband at the same time, it's going to be like nigh impossible. I don't know if anyone's ever done the legacy challenge and like not started from the bottom and has actually got themselves like a house and stuff. Let me know, because that'd be like probably a lot easier, but then I've done it the hard way, I think. Almost like something of a rags to riches book, where you use the money you arrived with to build a house on an open plot. And we also had to buy that statue thing, because it's like your family's legacy, because she's like from this rejected what's it called? Ancient family that's like disappeared and been a bit disgraced. Yeah. Here's lard. So we need to get some garlic going at some point as well. There's just too much to do, too much to remember. So yeah, just like this rejected, well, not so much rejected, this shamed family. It's like, well, what did the family do? And she's like back from being hidden and trying to build a life for herself. So yeah, as you can guess from the time skips, there's a little bit of this cut out as well, because this and the talking was what took so long. I was like, well, do you really want to sit here for like nearly an hour watching me talk and build plans? No. Probably something you just go running in the background while doing housework. And here comes the rain. Well, the rain's still here. You can just see it more effectively. I am sorry. So I think it was like frozen there. I tried really hard at the edit. I'm still learning. I've had no training in any of this. So yeah, we're gardening and we're going, and she's thinking of our woes and our past family history, and she's like, well, it's pouring down rain. I'm just gotta get this done before the birds come and eat it. Even though it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Game time, not real time. So it's just, it'll take going. I think if we don't, I'm not sure what I'll do if I don't get a partner soon. I'm fairly sure we didn't get one in the last part. But well, it's getting a partner so hard, particularly when you're like recording it at the same time. If it doesn't work soon, I might just like try and find a partner on camera, and then like, hey, look, we got a partner eventually. Maybe show like little clips of him. I don't know what I'll do. But I don't quite want to give up on this, but I'm not sure whether I'm quite going with YouTube or whatever. It's just like something I'm experimenting with. So the couple of you who have actually subscribed and all this thing, thank you. Maybe I'll get your names and give a shout out or whatever. We'll see. I'm not sure. I don't know. I can't think right now. I'm too tired. I'll have to go to bed and get a nap. Nap. So yeah, we've got a couple left to plant, so like some of them are sprouting out now. And I know like when she was planting them, they were coming all a mess and everything. So I know I went and I think I cut that. I'm not quite sure if I showed that or not. Went and relined them all up afterwards as well. So right now it's 8 in the morning. It's still dark on the game, which is quite accurate for real life at the moment, where it's fall here. It's sunny all bright all England. Not sunny. It's currently windy and threatening to rain outside, which is quite appropriate for the game weather. So yeah, she's quite uncomfortable in that now. That's the last plant. And I really hope you can't hear that game noise that's just got off. I really hope you can. I'm really sorry. I've got to learn how to silence it all. Oh my word. I think she goes in for... Yeah, she's going to the toilet. Go get something to eat to sleep. And I think while she sleeps, I'm just going to... Yeah, I'm checking all the seasons now. Because like season 4, fine. But then that was like fall and spring. And we're like, fall and spring. I was like, well, nearly winter. Summer and fall. But then like that one there, I'm trying to check these ones now. Yeah, they're spring. So it's like 2 seasons till we actually get that to grow. Yeah, she's gonna go to bed. And then I believe I've skipped bed, yeah, because it's... It's like, well, let's see what we can buy. Not a lot. Yeah, we got a bin. And I believe to make things easier, instead of like getting an indoor one, I just got a straight outdoor one, so like everything just goes outside. And then we went over. I was like, well, we can't buy anything else really. I was trying to get a TV. I was like, well, we can't buy anything. We've got £120. Because I was like, so we'll try and get a fun up. We can't even like get a tablet or whatever, or even a bookcase or anything. So like gave up on that. And that's when we went outside, yeah, and started ordering everything. And just like pull it into some semblance of neatness before it drives me insane. Because like really, when you were planting them properly, you would have ordered them all. I think eventually I go and... Well, I don't do it on here. I don't think I've even done it properly actually yet. I'm going to go and sort them all into seasons lines. But it's fairly obvious which ones are growing, which ones not. So the GeekCon's in town. And I thought, well, the GeekCon's here. Let's go see what boys are there. And let's use this to get our fun up. Since we can't do much else, since we haven't got anything in the house. Well, yeah, let's just get the earbuds. It might be cheating, but it's my choice to have the low funds. I think I'm not sure if I sell them or not. Oh yeah, we're putting the food in the extra food that we have in the fridge to try and cut down on bills a little bit. Not that she can cook much at the moment. It's like, well, let's sell some of the apples. It's like I think we accept Marcus's invitation to the GeekCon. No, we don't talk to him much. I'm poor Marcus, he gets ditched. But who we actually go chasing is quite amusing. So we're just going to use this to like get our foot up and stuff. It's like, well, what boys are around first? It's of course, it's a legacy challenge. Not that it's definitely a challenge. Not that it's going very well. So yeah, poor Marcus very well gets ditched. It's like, well, friendly introduction. We're just going to friendly introduction, all these boys. And I'll talk to them, invite them over later and find out whether they're single later. Just like try and get a whole host of boys' names. So I believe that's like Clementine and I can't remember who else. It's like, well, what's the weather? It's certainly better than where it's raining back at my house because it's in like the city. So like Kiri, Kobo. I was like just trying to find which ones are boys. Because sometimes you can't tell. Yeah, you can't tell sometimes in real life. Well, you can't tell sometimes on The Sims. So after we've like just tried to get all these boys' names, I think we go hunting for the gaming mat to try and get that fun up, because that fun is really low. Oh, Clement. Yeah. Clement's single, and I believe we go chasing after Clement, who I also believe is Santa Claus. We go chasing after Santa Claus. It's like, come here, Santa, talking. It would be cool if we could get with Santa Claus. Because, like, Santa Claus, if you marry him, he sort of gives up his role as Santa, and there's like a new Santa. So I was like, well, we'll get Santa Claus. Wouldn't it be cool if we got Santa Claus and then he's like revealed as Santa Claus, so he has to give it up and he's famous because of it. That's where we're interested. But he goes into acting instead. But that's if we can get with Santa Claus. But that's the question. So like we clicked on that game, right? And then by the time we got over there, horror, someone was in our spot and she stands there waiting. It's like, well, go to another map. You would in real life do that. But like the Sims do it, like one of them, like a little pet peeve. It's like, well, why can't they just go to another map? Really? So, Sims problems. It's just a game. It's not intelligent. So we're still talking with the boys, with them all just standing around, almost like Wallies. Do you understand that word? Like, dope. I can't even explain it. Like Northern slang. So like we've ditched Darkwood. We're now focusing on Clement. We've also got Erin, which we haven't talked to yet. But look, that's when it's revealed as Santa Claus, because his picture, he's dressed as a llama, but he's revealed as Santa Claus. Oh, who knew Santa Claus was a geek? Or is it just like sort of like he's just this random townie that's been put there because he's an NPC? Yeah, maybe. But it's funny how he goes in like disguise as a llama costume. But they've also, well, I think Clement's young, but he's like got grey hair. We're always trying to get, well, I'll have to check that next time I go in because I don't want to be going with an elder. Maybe he dyed his hair or something, or maybe it's like the magic of the thing. Because I know I watched at Christmas, I watched like the Santa Claus series. Like there's 4 of them, and like it's like a young man that ends up as Santa Claus, and part of the magic is he puts on a load of weight, and it grows a beard, and his hair turns white. It's like part of the sanctification process. You'll have, if you've seen that video, comment and let me know. Well, it's not so much a video, movie. It was like Jack Frost tries to take over in one of them or something. I haven't seen like yet. It's like it's my favorite Christmas thing to watch. It's almost like a Christmas tradition. So, but yeah, that's kind of like if he is young, I'll have to double check that. That's gonna bug me now. That's the thought I've had when actually when recording this, because I missed that when it was popping up on the screen. And you're probably all saying he is a young adult, or he is an adult, or he is an elder. I hope you are anyway. So yeah, this video isn't much longer. I have cut things down. This is a voiceover, and I hope at the very least you've enjoyed like listening to me rambling while doing housework. I know I watch that sort of thing when I do when I'm rambling. So it's like me checking to see if it'll be another loading screen to go into the bar, but it is. So I think we're like going. Oh, there we go. He's popped up. He's an adult. We're safe. He's one above her. It is part of the sanctification process. I'm going to go with that now. Crisis averted. So yeah, we're going to go chasing after Clement Frost. I thought we're getting with Santa Claus would be interesting. Or at the very least, maybe. No, I'm not even going to go there. Yeah, we'll get with Clement. We'll try and get with Clement. I think I can't remember if I believe I've got another part recorded after this, and I can't even remember what I do in there. I think I just keep chasing after Clement Frost and then go back into the house. I can't remember. I am so bad. But like when I'm trying to put these videos up, like it takes like an hour to render and then an hour to load onto the internet. So it's like so slow. But it's faster when I haven't got anything else going on. So we are near the end of this, and I'm going to check the voiceover, and as long as it's fine, it'll be rendering and then up within the next 24 hours. Of course, if you're hearing this, it's already up, and you've actually done really well to watch through the whole video. So it's pointless me saying this. But we are coming to the end now. We're just going to keep chasing after Clement Frost and trying to get to know him and build that relationship with him. But that's where we're leaving him. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you another time, and I'll leave you listening to this music before the end of the video. So with that, I'll say good day and watch again. Bye.